What is going on, YouTube? It is DefaultBand-Aid, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 5 social taboos in Skyrim. These are 5 things you do not want to do, ever. So let's start off the list by saying something simple that most of you experienced Skyrim players know. The price of a horse, if I talk to this young man here.
You got business at the stables? That's what I'm here for. What do you offer?
1,000 gold.
If you're heading up to Solitude.
If you steal a horse, on the other hand, you will get a bounty of 1,000 gold. So, it seems to me that the logical thing to do would to be just buy a horse instead of stealing a horse, having the guards attack you every time you come into their city because you have a stolen horse, which will most likely result in one of them dying for some reason or just causing more trouble in the city. And just overall, it's probably going to cost you more than 1,000 gold. At no point are you going to steal a horse and is it going to cost you less than 1,000 gold, unless you never return to the city, never get caught by the guards, and you just want to run some sort of outlaw class. Now, second thing that I'll tell you after Lydia gets done moonwalking over there is never attack children. Now, this is kind of a poor example because this is kind of a nice kid, but a lot of the kids, especially the Jarl's children, are just snot-nosed little... Okay, I'm just gonna stop there. Okay, you get the point. They're all jerks, so just don't attack children as much as you might want to. You can't do any damage to children, and you can't kill the children in Skyrim as much as you might want to. So all it's going to do is increase your bounty. So just don't do that unless, again, you want to be a wanted character, if that's your goal. Now, the third thing that you never want to do, that's just kind of not really a social taboo, but just something you just never want to do in Skyrim, is just put a weapon. And this might seem simple, it might seem like this is what they're for, but it's really not. You find a weapon rack in your house anywhere, and this is literally the only thing in your house that I will ask you not to store anything in. You can store your weapons in a sack, you can store them in a barrel, you can store them in a chest, you can store them in a wardrobe, you can store them in a dresser, you can store them in a darn apothecary satchel for all I care. Just promise me you will never store a weapon on a weapon rack. Now, this might sound kind of stupid to be like, why are they called weapon racks if you don't put a weapon there? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't put any weapons on a weapon rack. What I am saying is don't put a unique weapon that you care about on a weapon rack. Now, this could be anything. This could be anything from a Daedric artifact, such as the Wabbajack, which I show you how to get in another video, which will be linked in the description, to just a blessed weapon, like a blessed iron dagger. It could be anything. But basically, anything that you are not comfortable with losing, do not put it on a weapon rack, because weapon racks have a tendency of glitching, especially in PlayStation 3. I haven't had this occur on PlayStation 4 yet, but I have had it. It has been confirmed by other people that it does indeed happen, and I'll probably have another video to show you just with an iron sword just to prove that it does happen. It basically, the way the weapon racks work is they're all vertical. Now, I'm not talking about those shield and weapon racks, although I have seen it happen to those as well. I am talking mainly about the ones that have a little tiny square piece that are straight up and basically store your sword vertically. Never put any sort of weapon that you're not comfortable losing on one of those, because they have a tendency of glitching right through the ceiling, making it so you can never get that weapon back. So any Daedric artifacts, anything blessed that or anything enchanted that you do not want to lose, just don't put it there. I would just keep it to a simple steel sword if I were you. Now, the fourth thing that you never want to do in Skyrim, and this is a little taboo, is never ever tell your follower to wait here.
As you wish, my thane.
You might think this is a good idea. Let's say you're gonna go and you know, do something illegal, and you don't want to make yourself, you don't want to ruin your reputation with your follower. You don't want your follower to think poorly of you, so you might think, I'm just gonna sneak around here and steal. Let's say you get caught stealing, okay? And this kind of will go hand in hand with the next thing I'm gonna tell you. So let's say you go over here and you fight it, and a dragon shows up. Okay, dragon comes out of nowhere, comes out of the clouds even, and it just starts breathing fire and setting all your hair on fire, and it just starts melting your skin, and oh my god, it's horrible. Oh, it makes me gets goosebumps just thinking about it. Oh, you don't want that to happen. And then what's your follower doing? They're over here waiting. They're over here waiting while you're being attacked by a dragon. Now, that's probably one of the best case scenarios. Worst case scenario is, let's say you tell your follower to wait here, you fight the dragon, and you're just like, oh, where's my follower? Nah, whatever, I probably told him to go home. Next thing you know, you're over in, like, Windhelm someplace, and your followers still know where to be seen. You go to your house followers, and there. You go to Whiterun, the Jarl's quarters. You go to Dragon Reach. Follower's not in any of those places. Where's your follower? They're still waiting right here, waiting for you to give them the command to follow me.
As you will, my
So
friend.
don't tell your
Protect you with
follower
my
to wait
life.
here, even though it's the first command you can give them. It's just completely pointless. Don't ever do that. It's just no. And now this can
I'm right
also
behind
occur,
you.
I would like to note, if you say I need
right,
you
what
to
is it?
do something. Now you say I need you to do something.
Okay, got it.
Harvest mountain flowers. Let's just say I want her to harvest those mountain flowers. So she harvested the mountain flowers.
Okay, got it.
See, you can accidentally click and tell them
Okay,
to wait
got it.
here on accident.
Ready to get going?
And then you'll also have to tell them to follow me again. So be careful when you're commanding your follower to do something, undefined something, because you might accidentally click the
I'll just
ground
be here then.
and tell them to wait there.
As you command, my Thane.
So don't tell them to wait there, and don't accidentally tell them to wait there. Be very careful when you're doing that. Now this is the last and most important taboo, the last and most important thing not to do in Skyrim. Never, ever, even if a quest depends on it, do not steal anything, do not attack anyone inside a city, especially, such as Solitude, with your follower. Now, it's one thing if you're going to some sort of Draugr-infested dungeon. That's totally different. Let's say you're on some sort of killing spree for the Dark Brotherhood, or you have to steal an important item out of someone's house, or forge a business letter for the Thieves Guild. All it takes is someone to see you doing anything, and a bounty of 1 septum, and next thing you know, Lydia will be doing exactly what
behind
she
you.
says here.
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
So that includes if
Read
you
on.
kill a chicken, if you steal a loaf of bread,
Could it mean
if you accidentally
turn up the
drink
dragon
someone's
ball?
Alto wine they've been saving for their Aunt Janice. So just no. Do not ever attack or steal from anyone in front of Lydia. And when I say attack anyone, I'm talking about guards, I'm talking about civilians, people you wouldn't normally attack. So that's just a big no-no. So we're reaching the 10-minute mark on this video, so I think I'll end it right here. Those are the 5 things you don't want to do in Skyrim. And just to repeat the list, do not steal a horse, do not attack children, do not tell your follower to wait, do not put unique weapons or quest weapons on a weapon rack, and do not steal anything or kill any civilians in front of Lydia.
By the gods,
I hope
it's
this
true,
helps you
isn't
out
it?
playing
A dragon has
Skyrim
attacked
and
Whiterun.
keeps you out of
How
trouble.
could mere
Now,
men
if you
bring
want to
down
get
such a
into trouble,
beast?
I suggest that you steal horses, attack children. Don't tell your follower to wait. You never want to do that. And steal things and kill civilians in front of Lydia. If you want to become the most wanted character in the game, do those 3 things. If you like this video at any time, please drop a like. It'll take 2 seconds, and I would really appreciate it. My subscribers would really appreciate it. My channel would really appreciate it. And my mother would really appreciate it. So if you could like and sub, we would all appreciate that. Plus, you know you want to do it. So that's all, folks. I'll see you next time.